Listen closely, my dear ones, to the quiet hum of the evening as we journey to a world woven with starlight and whispers. In a tiny cottage, nestled at the edge of the ancient whispering woods, lived a kind soul named Elara. Her days were a gentle tapestry of quiet joys, tending her small garden, reading stories by the hearth, and watching the stars ignite the velvet sky each night. The cottage itself seemed to breathe with contentment, its wooden walls warmed by a lifetime of soft laughter and peaceful sighs. Elara knew the language of the rustling leaves and the silent dance of the moonbeams, finding solace in the world's most delicate harmonies. On this particular evening, the air was crisp, carrying the scent of pine and damp earth, and the stars shimmered with an extra, almost urgent, brilliance. As Elara prepared for bed, her gaze drifted to the windowsill, where a flicker of unusual light caught her eye. There, nestled amongst her potted herbs, lay not a fallen leaf, but a tiny, shimmering fragment, no larger than her thumb. It pulsed with a soft, ethereal glow, like a captured piece of starlight, and emitted the faintest, most melancholic hum, a sound so delicate it felt more like a feeling than a noise. It was a star shard, fallen from the vast celestial tapestry, and it seemed to ache with a silent longing to return to its home. Elara gently picked it up. It was cool to the touch, yet vibrated with a subtle warmth, a tiny heart beating with cosmic loneliness. A soft voice, no louder than a dream, seemed to whisper in her heart, urging her to help this lost fragment find its way. It was a call to a gentle adventure, not one of grand quests, but of quiet kindness. Elara looked from the star shard to the dark, inviting expanse of the whispering woods beyond her window. A feeling of curiosity, pure and unburdened by fear, bloomed within her. The star shard pulsed once more, a tiny plea in the vast quiet. With a deep breath and a gentle smile, Elara decided. She would venture into the hushed embrace of the forest, guided by the shard's soft glow, to help it return to the sky it longed for. The whispering woods welcomed Elara with a soft, rustling embrace. Moonlight filtered through the dense canopy, painting the forest floor in shifting patterns of silver and shadow. The air was cool and sweet, filled with the murmur of unseen streams and the gentle sigh of ancient trees. Every step felt like walking on a carpet of moss and fallen leaves, cushioned and silent. The star shard in her hand glowed a little brighter now, a comforting beacon in the quiet darkness, leading her deeper into paths she had not known existed. The forest here was not daunting, but rather a vast, living tapestry of gentle magic, each shadow holding a secret, each glint of light, a quiet invitation. Soon she came upon a clearing where the trees formed a natural amphitheatre, and here a family of lumina moths drifted lazily, their wings dusted with shimmering golden light. They were nestled amongst a patch of moss that seemed to have forgotten its way, growing in confused swirls instead of a clear path. The moths, disturbed by the lost moss, were unable to guide their little ones to sleep. Elara, with the star shard still gently humming, extended her hand. The shard's soft glow seemed to calm the confused moss, coaxing it into more orderly patterns. The lumina moths, grateful for the restored tranquility, fluttered around Elara, their tiny lights creating a cascade of dancing stars, showing her a hidden path forward. Further on, deep within a grove of ancient oaks, she met Barnaby, a gentle, old tree sprite whose beard was woven with lichen and whose eyes twinkled like distant stars. He sat upon a mossy root, humming a tune as ancient as the trees themselves. Barnaby, with a voice like rustling leaves, offered her a riddle, not to block her path, but to guide her mind. To find the place where sky meets earth, you rasped softly, you must seek the highest quiet place where silence sings and the oldest roots reach for the stars. He pointed a gnarled finger, indicating a path that seemed to climb gently upwards, his gaze knowing and kind. The star shard pulsed in her hand, as if understanding Barnaby's wisdom. Following Barnaby's direction, Elara soon found herself at the edge of the river of soft echoes. It was not a rushing torrent, but a wide, slow-moving stream whose waters seemed to absorb all sound, reflecting the starlit sky with perfect stillness. As she stepped onto a series of smooth, stepping stones, she noticed that each ripple in the water created a faint, almost inaudible echo of her own thoughts, a gentle murmur of introspection. To cross, she learned she had to quiet her mind, to listen more closely to the whispers of her heart rather than the worries of her thoughts. The star shard shimmered, guiding her feet on the smoothest, most silent path across the reflective surface. On the other side, she heard a faint, distressed tinkle, a sound like tiny glass bells. Near a patch of glowing moss, a glimmer bloom, a flower with petals like iridescent dewdrops, trembled with uncertainty. It was lost, separated from its family by a sudden gust of wind, and could not find its way back in the dark. Elara knelt, the star shard held out. Its gentle light seemed to call to the glimmer bloom, resonating with its own subtle luminescence. With careful, patient movements, Elara guided the small bloom back to its cluster, where it nestled happily, its own light brightening. Each act of gentle kindness, Elara noticed, made the star shard in her hand glow a little warmer, a little more steadily. The path continued to wind upwards, growing steeper but no less inviting. The air grew thinner, clearer, and the stars above seemed to multiply, piercing through the canopy with newfound intensity. The forest floor was still soft, but now ancient, gnarled roots rose like slumbering giants from the earth, reaching towards the sky. Elara felt a growing sense of anticipation, a quiet thrill of discovery in her heart. The star shard pulsed with a joyful rhythm, its light now a steady, gentle beacon. She knew, with an instinct deeper than words, that she was very close to the highest quiet place, where the earth's oldest roots and the sky's brightest stars met in silent communion. Finally, the trees parted, revealing a breathtaking sight. Elara had reached the highest quiet place. It was a wide, circular clearing bathed in the soft, radiant glow of the moon, which hung directly overhead, a silent sentinel. In the very center stood an ancient, majestic tree, its branches spreading wide like welcoming arms, reaching impossibly high towards the infinite expanse of the stars. Its bark was a tapestry of time, etched with silent stories, and its very presence hummed with a profound, gentle power. This was it, the silent heart of the woods, where the veil between earth and sky felt thinnest. The star shard in Elara's hand pulsed with a joyous light, resonating with the ancient tree's energy. Elara understood instantly. The star shard did not need to return to the sky by itself. It needed to be offered, a gentle gift, to the highest point of this ancient sentinel, a bridge between two worlds. With a newfound lightness in her step, she began to climb. The tree's bark was rough, yet welcoming beneath her hands, each branch a sturdy step upward. The higher she ascended, the clearer the air became, and the more vibrant the stars appeared, twinkling like diamonds spilled across black velvet. A gentle wind, like a whispered lullaby, rustled through the leaves, as if the tree itself was singing a soft song of welcome and anticipation. At last, she reached the highest, strongest branch, a venerable arm reaching for the heavens. Here, the air was still and cool, and the stars felt close enough to touch. With utmost tenderness, Elara placed the star shard in a small, naturally formed hollow on the branch, directly beneath the vast open sky. As her fingers released it, the shard did not shoot back into space as she might have expected. Instead, it pulsed with an extraordinary soft light, expanding, shifting, and transforming. It deepened its glow, not as a fleeing fragment, but as a blooming entity. It anchored itself not to the fleeting void, but to the living wood, blossoming into a delicate, luminous flower of pure starlight, the whispering bloom. The whispering bloom shimmered, a new, gentle star in the heart of the forest, radiating warmth and quiet peace. Its light was not fleeting, but enduring, a permanent beacon of cosmic serenity. Elara felt a profound sense of warmth spread through her chest, a deep peace settling upon her heart. The star shard had not merely returned to its old home, it had found a new, even more meaningful one, becoming a guardian light for the whispering woods, a bridge between the celestial and the earthly. She gazed at it, mesmerized by its steady, soft pulse, understanding that true home is not always where you came from, but where you finally belong. With her heart full, Elara carefully descended the ancient tree. The journey back through the whispering woods felt different now, imbued with a new layer of magic. The shadows seemed friendlier, the rustling leaves sang a song of gratitude, and the air itself hummed with a subtle, peaceful energy. She noticed a new sparkle in the dew, a softer glow from the luminomoths, as if the entire forest had been gently touched by the bloom's quiet radiance. The path felt familiar, yet transformed, a testament to the quiet adventure she had undertaken. She carried no tangible token, but a profound sense of peace and a renewed connection to the subtle wonders of her world. Arriving back at her cottage, the familiar walls felt even warmer, even more comforting. She gently closed the door, the soft click echoing the quiet satisfaction in her heart. She walked to her window and looked out. There, in the distance, nestled high in the ancient tree, shimmered the whispering bloom, a soft, unwavering star illuminating the heart of the sleeping forest. It was a beacon of quiet magic, a reminder of connection and the gentle power of kindness. Elara smiled, a peaceful, contented smile. She drifted into her bed, the soft hum of the whispering bloom echoing in her dreams, guiding her to a night of profound, gentle rest, knowing that the world was a little brighter, a little more magical, all because of a tiny, lost star shard and a kind heart that chose to listen.